welcome to my channel. If you want to get a hold of me, jdwatchservice@gmail.com, jdwatchservice@gmail.com. This is Watch My Service. So today I have a Hamilton size 16 pocket watch. My voice is almost back. It's good news. I only lost it for a day. My wife said, "Oh my God, I was hoping you would have lost it for a week." Anyway, it didn't lose it for a week. And here we have this beautiful Hamilton pocket watch here. So what we're going to do to start off the servicing of this watch is establish a baseline. It's necessary to establish a baseline in amplitude, perhaps in beat error, and perhaps we get an idea of, with amplitude and beat error, how well this thing is running. And we'll also look at the trace of the watch to see if there's a big issue with respect to the trace, the difference between the tick and the tock. We'll call it that for now. Although it has a lot to do with the pallet jewel, the impulses, and how the sounds come across on a pocket watch to be measured by a regulation or a measuring system. I have a Weishi, W-E-I-S-H-I 1900, which is the better one, and it'll trace. It's a multifunction time grapher, and it'll take a look at this. We'll establish this baseline before we disassemble this watch and repair it. So the first thing I'm going to do is wind this watch up as much as I can. And I believe I don't need to have a full wind on it. I want to have kind of a half wind on it, which is usually around 20 turns. Will give you maybe a 3/4 wind with 20 turns, depending on this mainspring length, the barrel, etc., etc. I did learn something really interesting the other day from a gentleman online who teaches watch repair. Very cool dude with a beard, by the way. Shout out to him. And he said, if you want to know the actual strength of a hairspring, all you do is measure the diameter of the barrel and you divide it by 87. That's the magic number. Diameter of the barrel in millimeters divided by 87 gives you the strength of that mainspring. The length of the mainspring is the diameter of the barrel times 30. He checked it with the books, and man, it is close. So good enough for government work, as they say. So this is wound up. I actually did wind it up fully. So I'll put this onto the Weishi 1900, and we'll look at the trace and see what's going on here. So here we go. All right, folks, there's the Weishi 1900 showing the trace. I've got this pocket watch right here in the upper camera, and you can see that ticking away. I'll just move the camera a little bit here, and there's what it looks like sitting there on the microphone. And as you can see in the trace, it's got a massive beat error of 4.9. You want the beat error to be under 1 millisecond. It is beating at 18,000 beats per hour, and it just can't find a consistent trace here. It's got 170 as an amplitude, and you'd want the amplitude to be at least above 200. 230 is nice, above 200 for sure, but 230 is nice. I've got watches that I've repaired going up to 300, which is very good. It can't even measure the rate. It's so far off right now, so it doesn't know what to do with respect to the rate of the watch. It's probably plus a million or something, so it's pretty high. But the frequency is 18,000, as you can see. The camera's covering it a little bit, but that's the frequency. And I've got an issue here, obviously. So this is establishing a very good baseline for this particular pocket watch, and let's see if we can get these numbers a little bit better. Get the rate at plus or minus 5 seconds per day, which would be nice. The amplitude should be over 200. Let's see if I can get that higher. The beat error should be at least below 1. If I can get a beat error below 1, I'm good. So we'll see whether I can get that done. And I'll end up doing this after the cleaning process, because trying to do anything with this watch before cleaning makes no sense. So I need to disassemble it and get this thing in proper working order after I clean it. It's funny to look at the this, what do they call a snowfall trace? And this could be a million things in this watch that are wrong, but I think that the basic thing is that it's dirty and needs to be serviced. So and just to bore the hell out of you here, so we'll do a quick watch check. So what is that? That is my new fishing watch. So let's see really quickly. It has nothing to do with this particular job, but people say, hey, JD, why don't you do a watch check? If I show you this here and I say, okay, today's a good day for fishing right about now? No, there's one fish there, okay, so we're not going anywhere. Now if I put this in the fishing mode here, and let's just scoot up today and see if there's a better time to fish. A better time to fish, that's one fish, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 2 fish. So that does not mean that there's 2 fish in my lake. That means it's a better time to fish around 11. And let's see, back to 1 at 12. So go out at 11 and see if you can land something. 3, 4 o'clock. So this is when I need to go fishing, at 4 o'clock. So, and if you look at that moon, we have, I think, just a partial moon. Let me look at this, see if I can find some moon data. It's 5.8 on the moon side. I'm not sure how far this goes, and I need to do some analysis of the moon data. So let's get this back to fishing mode, and let me see if there's a better time after 5. 4, 5 o'clock's good. 6 is shitty, so need to go out at 4, finish by 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. 11 at night, 11 p.m. We're not doing that, right? So that's pretty good fishing time. 5 a.m. is also good. I haven't got the 4 fish yet, but 5 a.m. in the morning, like 5 a.m. is a very good. 5 a.m. is usually in the morning. So we'll try to go for a 5 a.m. and a 5 p.m. fishing. So that's it. That's the fishing, and then we can go back to the normal time here. That's the Western time right now. YVR. I'm not sure what YVR is. Maybe that's Vancouver. So, and 10 o'clock. This is setting the hands. The hands. And there we go. We're back to our Thursday the 25th, ladies and germs. Thursday the 25th. It's 10:07, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day out there. So that's my video for today. This is the Hamilton size 16. It's a hunter movement. I could flip this around and see what it does in the dial down position. Let me do that here. Here we go. See if it's uglier. The amplitude is 188 degrees. That's a swing of the balance. And I may have my keyboard in the way, but let me see if I can do one more thing here. I think this will turn this way, which is pennant right, pennant left actually. That's 163, and I don't think I can go upside down. Oh yeah, I can. What am I doing? What am I saying? Yes, I can. That's face down, and face down I'm getting all kinds of waves here, right? Now if you want to restart the watch, you just press the red button down in the bottom of this machine. You don't see it right now because I wanted a close-up, and then it will freeze that, and I press that again. It looks at auto beat rate, auto detect, and there we go. It's at 156, and it's snowflakes, baby. It's all over the map still. Not so good. So that is the situation with this particular watch. Just turn this around. This is a nice mic, by the way. Very much liked. And there we go. So it's working very poorly. So you're not going to keep any time with this. Plus it's dirty as heck. So thanks for watching my video. Let me get back here. All right, there you go. That's a quick video of the rate of this watch, the amplitude, the beat error. And I think that I can't even measure the rate. The amplitude's so poor. It's at 167, which is regarded as very out of measure here. So this thing should be running an amplitude of probably, when it was new, probably somewhere around 250, maybe 300. The question I have is to whether to replace the mainspring or not. I know I will clean the mainspring, take it apart, clean the mainspring. I'll try to stretch it backwards. There's many camps on whether mainsprings will recover if you stretch them backwards. Let me show you what I mean by doing that. So how would I stretch a mainspring out? I'd grab a piece of watch paper. So this is watch paper. And if you look at this, I've got 1,000 sheets of security watch paper, I think they're called. Stock number XYZ, and this is new old stock. I'm a little fizzy and fuzzy on the back due to lighting, I think, here. So, so you take the piece of watch paper like this. You can put a little lubrication on the mainspring, and this mainspring is a broken mainspring. I'm looking at it right now, and it's not in good condition. You can see that the end part is broken on it. So you take that mainspring like this, and you hold it in one hand, and you can see the coil on it right now, and you grab the mainspring like that, and you have your fingers kind of like this so you can bend it. You're just sort of bending the mainspring, and then you're stretching it out like this. So I do this, and then stretch it out, get to as close to the end as I can get to. It might not matter if I get right to the end. So that is now you can see the size of the mainspring has increased substantially, and you can do this more than once. And if you want to get the end piece, you can go down the end and try to get the end piece. So there's some camps that feel that if you bend it like that backwards a bit, you're going to restore it a bit. And other camps say don't, just replace the mainspring, it won't work. But I'll do that as a minimum to try to restore this. I had a meeting the other day with the watch repair group up here, and they're debating this, so it's a little bit of research to be done. I'm really interested in that trace. It's all over the map, like I said. It looks like it's doubling up or something. I'm not sure, but it's waving. It's going up and down and up and down. Amplitude's up to 213 though. Not bad. Let it run for a while, they tell you, right? So, but we'll see. That's good. That I'm glad that the amplitude is increasing, but it still can't measure the rate. So let me see if I can just turn this off, turn that on again, and see if it makes a difference. So that's how you bend a mainspring back. Yeah, it's still snowflakes here. It's still having a really hard time. Amplitude 175. It just doesn't know what to do with it. It needs to be cleaned. So there you go. That's my video, the front end of the video, and I'll get right into the disassembly of this pocket watch. I'll probably end this video at the disassembly, and then I'll have the next video after I've put the watch in the cleaning machine. The next video will likely be the reassembly and test of the watch, and regulation and test of the watch. Not sure how much work I'm going to have to do on the balance. We'll see. So thanks a lot for watching my video, and let's get right into the part 2, or maybe I just put this on. I think I'll just put this one on, and then we'll get the disassembly. Will be a separate video. That way you don't have an hour and 30 minutes of stuff to watch. So thanks a lot. I'm JD, and thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe, and please like the video, and please comment on the video. And I've got a lot of guys that I don't have patrons or anything that's supporting my watch videos, but I do have a lot of people that are keeping an eye on what I'm doing in the watchmaking. I'd like to shout out to the Indigenous communities of Canada. I fully support everything that they're doing, and it's a shame there isn't a watch repair school or a watchmaker school in Canada. That would be a good way to train Indigenous folks within Canada. So and plus I would love to take a course occasionally. So thanks a lot for watching the video. Let's publish this right now, and send me comments, and like it and subscribe and pass this along, and thank you very much again for supporting me. Bye.